Hello gorgeous flowerpots, it's Sunday service with your Aunty Nelly. It's 12 noon. Who's having a roast dinner? Who's already tucked up ready for Monday to begin over in that there Australia? Who's watching from New Zealand? Please let me know where you're watching me from. Give me a like, give me a love, give me a share. How are we all? It's Sunday service, dear Aunty Nelly. A problem shared is a problem solved. How are we, Bronwyn Harrison? I bet you got your pyjamas on, haven't you? It'll be night time over in that there Australia. So hello everybody. Thank you, Catherine Laura. Thank you. Yes, I am absolutely delighted with my new hair. It is so easy to do. Therefore, I can start reviewing a lot more hair products and hair tools and things. But yes, I've gone that much lighter, so when the grey comes through it should blend in a little bit more because I'm nearly 46 and yeah, so I'm loving the length, absolutely love the length. Get up in the morning, give it a brush, bit of me wide straightener through, bit of hairspray, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your fucking aunt. It's Sunday and it's your Aunty Nelly with Sunday service. How are we all? Please keep writing into the page. Hello Victoria Coleman, how was Leeds? Preston is waiting for me, says Vanessa Thompson. It's only down road. Ryan Gardner, good morning and thank you for calling me beautiful. Linda Doherty, how you feeling? Yeah, where are you watching me from? Somebody said in Dorset, not very exotic. It's freezing here in Aslington, but I'm sat here with back door open. Yeah, how are we all? And I'll tell you what I've had to do this week, which has been quite traumatic, but quite exciting. I've had to change all my makeup colours because the colours I were wearing when I were really dark and the colours I'm wearing when I've gone a bit lighter, they weren't doing anything for me. So I will reveal all with reviews because I think when you change your colouring in your hair, it changes your face, the pallor of your face. And plus, as you're getting that bit older, you need to start finding products that are not as cakey so they don't sit in the wrinkles. No, I've still not had any Botox or any fillers. And the reason I say still not is because I can never say never. But if I did get Botox and fillers and eyelash extensions and lip fillers and all the rest of shite, how would I be an honest reviewer? I wouldn't. You wouldn't trust me. Even the mascara adverts say in the bottom corner when you see them on telly, model is wearing lash extensions. They have to cover the backs. So here I am. This is it, I'm afraid. So as much as I'd love that microblading, them lash extensions, that fucking sorting, these for sure sorting. I've no idea where these have come from. These are new. My face can come up in a minute. Maybe I'd like that startled expression look. I won't be getting it because it will stop me reviewing. Anyway, there we go. So it's Sunday service. Shall we start with the first one? Before I do, I just want to give a massive shout out and a massive, massive welcome from us all at the Frank Bruno Foundation to the gorgeous Miss Kerry Katona, who is now an ambassador alongside with me and the rest of us. So we welcome you, Kerry, and we can't wait to work alongside you and see all the good things we can do for the foundation. So without further ado, keep giving me a like, keep giving me a love, keep giving me a share. Have you all seen me ring? I'm an engaged lady. Okie dokie. So let's start with the very first, Dear Aunty Nelly. And keep writing into the page for Sunday service and night time. Nelly, my apologies that I've not been as visible online. If you watch me on that there Instagram, I've not posted as much. I've had a little bit of a rough time behind doors. I had my eye operation, then I fell downstairs and upset my knee. And things have just not been that tickety-boo. But we're getting there. Yesterday was the 1st of Feb. January's fucked off because there were like 117 days in it. Everyone's had a payday. Everyone's feeling good. Now then, dear Aunty Nelly, my partner and I are both in our 30s. We have a good relationship and we hardly ever argue. We are the best of friends as well as lovers. Oh, the only problem is, oh, here's the problem. The only problem is I am a natural extrovert and love going out, socialising and doing anything that makes me meet new friends. Okay. My boyfriend, though, is an introvert. He likes going to the pub, but he prefers it just the two of us and just sits and reads paper. It's never really bothered me, but the longer we've been together, the longer I feel like I'm getting fed up with it. I like dressing up and going out as I find it exciting, and I want him to do this, but he won't. He doesn't like it. Do you think this is going to become a big problem for us in the future? Well, I think it's a big problem now, because I don't think the problem is in the future. The problem's now, otherwise you won't be writing into an agony aunt, would you, with a problem? Do you know what I mean? So that's a bit fucking backwards, I'd say. You like going out, dressing up, you know, painting time ready, like sitting corner at pub with a pint of Guinness and a fucking newspaper. Are you suited at all? Now, what I would say is it takes two to make a relationship, but opposites can attract. My partner will go and do things where I think, fuck that, I'm not doing that. I'm going to stop in and watch binge on Netflix or read a book or go and have a wander around B&M. Do you know what I mean? It's about having that connection as a couple, but it doesn't have to mean that all your social time has to be spent together. So he has to compromise as a view. So you could say something like, listen, Flower, I don't mind coming sitting Saturday afternoon at pub with you while you have a look at Telegraph. But he's full of fucking nights out. Well, he's not full of nights out because he doesn't have nights out, does he? So you either get a girlfriend, a group of female ladies, you know, girls and boys, your friends, people you went to school with, your family, that you want to go out, dress up, have a meal, go to the nightclub, whatever it is that people do, and leave him at home. Or you say to him, look, I do this with you because I love you and I love to spend time with you. Do you think that you could find it once a month, twice a month? Could you find time to come and spend a bit of time with me? I love getting dressed up. I love going out. And he should say, of course I can, Flower, because I want to show you off and I want to spend time with you. If he doesn't, and that's something you really, really want in a relationship, it's not going to cause a problem in the future. It's causing a problem now, so fuck him off. And that is Aunty Nelly's honest advice. I'm just going to shut that door because my fucking nipples are like marbles. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Fuck me, Pink, it's freezing. Hello? Hiya! Hello there, Kate Denise Brunston from Manchester. What are you barking at, Hartley? If he comes here now and he starts with back door that he wants to leave. No, the back door's been opened now. Do you want to come and say hello? See Hartley? Come here. Come and say hello, flowerpots. Here we go. Say hello, everybody, I've had my haircut. Say hello, everybody, I've had my haircut. I'm so handsome. And I'm a bit naughty because Mummy's had that door open, freezing her tits off, and now that it's shut, now I might want to wee. Yeah. Hi, everybody. My name's Hartley Blue and I'm 7, nearly 8. Yeah. Yeah? Okay. Off your pot, Flower. Right, so if he starts with that door, I mean it. He'll be going for long sleep. I'm only joking. Right, dear Aunty Nelly, I had a bit of a fling with a fella at work. Oh, Christ. He was single and I am married. I know it's a stupid thing to do and I told my husband, who's forgive me. We're trying to work things out, but my husband doesn't know that I work with this fella. Recently has started seeing a girl in the office. Oh, the fella he was. Oh, right. So fella she had a fling with and it's off now. I started seeing a girl in office and it's all anyone talks about. I feel like I'm being stabbed. I love my husband, but not like I love the fella I was seeing. He didn't want a serious relationship and told me not to leave my husband for him. As he said, he was too young, but now he's seeing this girl. I just feel that he used me. How do I get over him? Right, so you're a married woman working in an office, love your husband, but that spark has probably gone a little bit, and you've seen this young lad in office, he's seen you, bit of a cougar, bit of a tick list, someone at work, someone older than me, yeah, I'll give it a bang. So he's got his tick list, he's had his rocks, had his cake and ate it, and he's fucked off. Find someone else in office, bit more suitable to him. Maybe it's his age, someone who's not married. And you're now sat there having to watch him loved up with some fucker else, but you can't tell anybody because you had an affair. Because this is what happens when we do things like cheating. We don't really announce it. We can't really tell anybody. You're not going to get any sympathy from anyone at work. You're not going to get any sympathy from me. And fuck knows why your husband is giving you sympathy. Because, he must absolutely idolise you and adore you. So, fuck the office fella off. Whatever. Let him crack on. Concentrate on your marriage. Think yourself lucky that your husband is giving you a second fucking chance. Because I certainly wouldn't. I'm sorry. Once a cheat, always a fucking cheat. You need to work on your marriage. You need to sit down and say... They need to sit down at kitchen table, don't they? I've not said kitchen table for a while. Look, where I'm sat. You need to sit down and say, why were you looking elsewhere? Because you've not really told me. And you need to sort that out. And then if you can't actually sort that out, then your husband deserves to have somebody that loves him, how you love fella in office. Other than that, leave your job, get another job. If it's an admin job, they're 10 a fucking penny. But yeah, think yourself lucky your husband's forgiven you. But what I don't like about this, not the fact that you're a cheating cunt, but what I don't like about this is that you've not told your husband that you actually work with him and you're still seeing him on a daily basis. I think that's wrong. I think you should know. If you're going to be so honest and open, then you need to tell him. Okay, because you don't want it to bite you in the arse. Okay. Dear Aunty Nelly, my mum won't stop drinking. She was in recovery for over 3 years and now has started drinking again. She thinks we don't know and drinks vodka because she thinks we can't smell it, but we can. We can't. I have no sense of smell. Yes, Sarah, I am congratulations. I am engaged. Thank you for the congratulations. So some alcoholics have this belief that if you drink vodka, no one can smell it. People can smell it. I have no sense of smell, so I can't smell anything. But we can smell it. Okie dokie. So she tops herself up during the day and then usually passes out by 8 o'clock. We've told her that we know, but she denies it. She's 53 and has had a hard life. We all went to therapy with her to understand her addiction and she was doing so well. My dad is no longer with us and it's just me and my sister. We just don't know what to do. If she carries on like this, she will die. I'm so upset but don't know how to make her stop. You can't, sweetheart. Honestly, listen to your Aunty Nelly here. You cannot make somebody stop drinking. She is the one that's choosing to drink. You're not assisting her, so don't give her any money. If you see the vodka, pour it down the sink. If you find the vodka, throw it away. Don't please let this spoil your life. As you said, Mum's had a hard life and I'm so sorry to hear that. Really sorry. And you went to therapy with her. It sounds to me like you're doing all you can because you love your mum. But mum doesn't love herself. Because when people drink and they're alcoholics or they have addictions, it's a form of self-harm. There's a lot there for mum that she's still not dealt with. So it really is a case of, look, mum, I know that you've said you're not drinking. I know you're drinking, but we're not going to argue about it. You crack on, Flower, and if it kills you, there's fuck all I can do about it because I love you and I want you in my life, but I cannot make you stop drinking. You've got to want to do that. And if she decides to crack on the way she is, what can you do? She's 53. She's a 53-year-old woman. Maybe you and your sister could maybe look at different accommodation, look at different ways of doing things that are not as, maybe you're not sat there watching mum all the time. She's got to have a reality check. And that reality check is that, not that you don't care, but you're not willing to sit there and watch her kill herself. And sometimes being so brutally honest with people is being cruel to be kind. So, tell her straight that you do know. I do know you're drinking, mum. We can smell the vodka. You pass out at 8 o'clock at night. No, I don't. Fucking film it. I know we shouldn't film people without permission. Film it and show her and say, listen, mum, if you're not drinking, what the fuck's that? You passed out. It's 8 mean? Sometimes that short, sharp shock can do the world of good. Okay, so if anybody else knows anything different, my gorgeous flower pots, they will put it in the comments and hopefully we can help each other. Okay. Okie dokie. Dear Aunty Nelly, I really don't know how to explain this, but they've wrote War and Peace anyway. And I think there is something wrong with me. I really don't like my daughter. I do love her, but I don't like her. She's 7 and she gets on my nerves. I guess I'm just fed up of looking after her all the time. Oh, I have no time to myself and can't just do what I want. Her dad works away on oil rigs, so only comes home now and then. My parents often have her on a sleepover, which I'm grateful for. But when she's away, I'm happy and relaxed. But when she comes back, I dread it. I often think it would be better if she lived with my parents or someone else permanently. I just don't know how to tell, as I know it makes me a bad mother. Or who to tell. Well, you've told me. And this might shock a few people. It doesn't actually make you a bad mother because believe me, as much as I love my daughter, I would absolutely kill for my daughter, walk over broken glass for my daughter. There isn't a thing I wouldn't do for my baby girl. When she hit 14 to about 19, I could have fucking strangled her. That's when I learned to sit on my hands. Because if I hadn't been sat on my hands, they'd be round her fucking throat on more than one occasion. So we do go through stages where we love our children unconditionally, but we don't always like them. I mean, if you've never done that behind your child's back, are you even a parent? Because the amount of times I've gone, fuck off, you little dickhead. Are you even parenting? Because that does happen. And if anybody says they haven't done it, then tell me your secret. A 7-year-old, this child is 7. I can understand if it were a horrible, smelly, sweaty teenager with a fucking mouth like Mersey Tunnel. She's 7. She's 7. You'll never get that age back. They're adorable at 7. Start doing things with your daughter rather than looking at it as a chore. Start having girly afternoons, pamper days, you know, nail varnishes, pedicures, the pictures, clothes shopping, holidays, little breaks away. Spend some time with your little girl. Maybe she enjoys going to grandma and granddad's because you're a boring fuck. Maybe it's just boring, just the two of you. So do something to spark it up. Get a friend round, have an afternoon tea party, meet a few more mums who've got 7-year-olds. That's all I can advise to you. It's not abnormal to dislike your children. It's abnormal to want to get them, like, adopted out and shit. But I think you're a bit boring. And you need to spark things up in your own life, but include your daughter. Once you start having a bit of fun at things, you'll start finding out who she is, a little personality, and you'll be proud of her, and she'll be proud of you. So all's not lost here, not at all. You just need to start again. Somebody's just said something right exciting. The lady with the alcoholic mum, there are groups out there for people who are, you know, living a life with other people's addictions. So please see your GP, phone your GP, and just see, you know, if there's any help for you, because it can't be easy. A little 7-year-old, God bless her. What are they into, 7-year-olds now? Are they too old for Peppa Pig? Right, dear Aunty Nelly, I'm now 50 and morbidly obese. I weigh over 27 stone and I have several health conditions. The doctors say I would feel much better if I lost weight. I have tried several diets, even seen a dietitian. I tell them that I am following the plan they have given me, but I have no willpower, it's just so hard. I get my shopping delivered to my home so nobody sees what I'm buying, and I hide all my sweet treats in my bedroom. I've fallen off the wagon. If I don't lose weight, they won't let me have a gastric bypass. What can I do? It's just so hard. It is hard. It is fucking hard, sweetheart. And I live alone. And I still eat in secret because I know it's naughty. So that's just a habit that you've picked up, which I will talk to you about and we can break. So what you're saying to me is you're 27 stone, you'd love a gastric bypass, but you're a little bit overweight for the surgery. If you can lose a little bit of surgery, the doctors will put you in, get you sorted. You need to lose the weight for your health. That is what I love. When people say to me, I need to lose weight for my health, not because they're going to Tracy's end party or they want to get skinny for Benidorm. They want to do it for the health, and that is the only reason we should ever look to lose weight. So you're falling off the wagon. So what you're telling me, you're hiding sweet treats? Are you having a full pack of jelly babies? Because you know what I started doing? I used to get a big share bag of jelly babies and scoff them all and then go for another and it'd be empty, and I didn't quite understand who'd had them. It were me because I live alone. Ration yourself, so you don't have to cut everything out straight away. You really don't. You can still eat. But rather than having a starter, a pudding and a tea, maybe just have a starter and a meal and not the pudding. Because if you're having a pudding with your dinner, then cut out the pudding, maybe have some fruit, but maybe have a few sweets in the day. Don't cut everything out immediately because it's so miserable, and that's how you fall off the wagon. So have a nice healthy breakfast, snack on fruit, eat what you want, but control your portions, okay? Control your portions. If you like jelly babies, don't eat the full bag. Maybe have some today, not tomorrow, the day after. And once you start rationing yourself for your sweet treats, you look forward to it. It's like I used to have a takeaway every day because I could, because I weren't right arsed. I, every now and again now, will get a Chinese or a chippy, and I can't fucking wait. And I tell everybody about it. I'm like, I'm having a chippy on Friday. All right, Nell, calm down. And it's something to look forward to, and you savour it. So you need to look at your portion control a little bit. Stop your portions. If you are having a starter, a dinner and a pudding like I did, maybe cut out the pudding, okay, for starters. So come down on your portion control slightly. Your sweets you're eating, your sweet treats, don't hide them. They need to be there, not to shame you, because you need to see what you're doing. When we do things in secret, we forget. Take a photo of the last 2 bad things that you did. So a full galaxy, a full bag of jelly babies, 13 cans of full fat Coke. Take a picture of the last 2 treats that you had, because I can sit here and I can say to my partner, oh, all right, fancy a Chinese, I haven't had one for ages. And he'll say, have you not? And I'll say, oh no, it's been ages. And I'll look in my phone, look at the date, and it'll have been 3 nights ago. So, do you know what I mean? I really need you to be cutting down your portions and giving yourself a sweet treat when you've had a good day, but a lot less than what you're doing, so maybe every other day. And as you start going on doing that, weight will start slowly coming off, and you'll start to feel a little bit motivated, a little bit more encouraged, you know, and you'll start moving a little bit more, and the doctors will be really pleased. And then you'll get your gastric bypass if that's what you want, sweetheart. So that's what I would start by saying to anybody who wants to lose a little bit of weight for the health. Cut down on your portions, eat less, move more, but certainly the sweet treats, don't cut them out entirely. Life's for the living, tomorrow's promised to nobody, but don't eat as many as you was doing. And that's the only advice. And you know what? If you eat a full fucking bag of jelly babies today, that's fine. Don't do it tomorrow if you're lucky enough to open your eyes. Yeah? Moving on. Hi, Aunty Nelly. I am expecting our first baby, and it's a baby boy. We are absolutely thrilled. The problem is that my husband and his family are expecting me to call our son after him, after his father, and after their forefathers. You see, the name runs in the family for many a generation, and I hate it. Oh dear. Oh, excuse me. I've got a big jelly babies. I've had for breakfast. I'm joking, I had porridge. The name is Jeremy. When I met my partner, I just called him Jez, and I always have done, but never thought it would be something I'd have to call my son. I just don't know what to do. It's an expectation and it's already been decided. The family are already referring to my son as baby Jeremy, and it makes me cringe. Why can I just be having a girl? Why can't I just be having a girl? What can I do not to offend everyone and get my way? Okay, so it's a rule, it's a tradition, it's something that's always happened. You don't like the name. Is there a chance that you could use it as a middle name? Does it have to be the first name? And if so, and you're really concerned and you don't want baby Jeremy, even though on paper he will be called Jeremy, why don't you call him something else? Why don't you call him something else? It can be. I mean, you see people getting married at the altar and you go, oh, I'm going to my mate Katie's wedding. Hiya, Katie, oh, don't you look beautiful? Do you, Penelope, Prenuptia, and you think, fucking hell, I didn't know that were a real name. Just because you've called it him by law on a birth certificate doesn't mean to say that that's the name. My daughter's Olivia Nicole, but I have always called her Lula. She's my Lula. So people say, how's Lula? Oh, so she's all right. She's not called Lula. She's called Olivia. And as she's got older, she calls herself Liv. And people say, how's your Liv? And I'll say, I don't know who she is. Who? Liv? Oh, yeah, my daughter. So just because that's happening, I think it's quite nice that they've got this running tradition through generations. I think maybe have a name that you like and say to your husband, I don't mind baby being called Jeremy the Third Hamilton or whatever, but I want to call him Jack. And then when he comes along, he'll be Jeremy on paper, but in the household, to his friends, everybody else is baby Jack. That's a compromise. I can't think of what else to say, only congratulations, and you're going to have a beautiful baby boy, and it life lovely. And if that's the only problem you've got, you're doing all right, Flower. There we go. Crack on. Use the name that you want. Say if you want him to be called Edward, as his middle name, like Jeremy Edward, and then just call him Edward when he's born. It's not really that big of a thing, is it? Have I got any more Sunday service? What the fuck have I done here now? Hang on a minute, flowerpots. I've done something wrong. Oh, here we go. Dear Aunty Nelly, what are we doing for time? Are we all right? Anybody on? Dear Aunty Nelly, my partner wants to find somebody who can give him a son to carry on the family name. Oh, here we go. Because I can't have children. We've been together for 5 years and he's 37 and I'm 35. But I can't have children because I had womb cancer. That was fine because we could always adopt. But now he's changed his mind and says he wants his own biological child. He says he wants to live with me but just visit his son. I have to agree or lose him. Either way, my heart will break. What can I do? Well, I don't know about you, but what if he does have a child with some fucker else and she has a girl? That's not carrying on family name because eventually she may grow up, get married and change her surname. What the fuck? So you met this guy and you said, listen, I'll never be able to give you kids because I've had womb cancer, and he said, don't you worry about it, Flower. I'll always love you, we'll always be together, and if we do want kids, we'll adopt. What the fuck is wrong with adopting a little boy and giving him your name and him carrying on the name? Well, you know, he wants a biological child. He might have 7 biological kids. They might all be girls. You can't guarantee a son. It doesn't work like that. You might get a pink every time. The fact that he's saying, but I still want to be with you, I'll just visit my son. Is he actually trying to say that he's got a son, he's had an affair, it's been born, and he's trying to break you in easily? I don't like this problem. It's not nice. And no wonder you feel heartbroken. He absolutely is going back on everything that you built on. He's absolutely telling you something completely different that you thought was going to happen. So he's not to be trusted. And I really would be sitting him down at kitchen table and saying, listen, Flower, have you got a son with somebody? I'd be very direct to the point. And if he goes, no, but I'd like one. So what makes you think you're going to get a boy? You might get a girl. So you're wanting a biological child to carry on your surname and you might get a girl. You might get a girl every fucking time. You might not be able to fire it for a boy. You might only fire pinks. See what he says. But I have a little feeling that there's a little boy there that you have yet to find out about. I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong. But I have a little sneaky suspicion that he's already lined something up, and I think there's either a little boy on the way or there's already a little boy there. Not that I'm fucking septic peg or out like that, not at all. But I would certainly have that conversation. The second conversation is with yourself. Do you really want to be with this man? Do you really want to be disrespected with this man? Because all of a sudden, he's putting his needs before you. And we don't do that in relationships. Relationships are partnerships forever. And I've met my gorgeous partner. We're soon to marry. Everything's wonderful. But if he gets hit by a bus and loses his legs, what do I do? Say, oh, I've changed my mind now. I don't want you because you're in a wheelchair. You can't go along like that. You can't do it. You can't have that kind of relationship where people just change their mind. You need to know where you are. You need to know your plans. And if he's done it once, he could do it again. So he's not loving, he's not supporting, he's not caring, he's not thinking of you, he's thinking of himself. And as far as I were concerned, I'd be saying, there's the front door, off you fuck flower, and I hope you have 20 daughters. Toodle pip, toodaloo kangaroo, in a wild crocodile, hashtag bye Felicia. But not everyone's like me, are they? There we go. Moving on. Dear Aunty Nelly, I came home from work to find my husband had taken all of his stuff out of our home and just left. We've been together 20 years and I have no explanation. I can't contact him as his number is no longer in service and I have no idea where he has gone to. I called my mother-in-law and she told me not to contact him. I went to his works and was removed from the premises. I just don't know what's happened, what I've done to him to just up and leave. What can I do? I really feel we need to discuss this. I'm going to say, like, he's just not that into you. I think it's really a coward's way out. It really is a coward's way out. He's not willing to let you know where he's going. After 20 years of marriage, you've come home, he's packed his stuff and he's fucking done one. And you're thinking, is he coming home for tea or not? And then his mother's saying, don't you contact him. Then you're going to work and they're removing you off the premises. You're the one being made to feel like you've done something wrong. He ain't got a fucking backbone, that one. Not at all. And he's telling his mum, oh, if she rings, tell her not to contact me. Fuck him off, flower. Change the locks on your front door. Change the locks immediately. Empty the bank account so he has no access to it. Change all the names back to your name on the bills. He doesn't want anything to do with this marriage. Fuck him off and file for divorce. Why should you even be looking for an explanation for someone who does not want to conversate with you? You've asked, can I see you? Can I talk to you? No. That's fine. Now then what you have to do, once you've done that and you're living life as a separated single woman, you'll have to work on yourself then, and you have to think to yourself, where do I go from here, rather than what have I done wrong? What could I have done different? Nothing. It's gone, let him go. And the reason I tell you that is because one Friday night I went out for a curry with my husband. I was 7 months pregnant. We had a lovely curry. Saturday afternoon, we went and looked at eternity rings. We've been married 2 years, 2 months, and I was having his baby and he wanted to buy me an eternity ring. So we did. We went and did that. The day after, we went to a family barbecue. It was a Sunday. The Monday I came home from work and he cleared out all his stuff and left. So that's happened to me, but I knew why he'd done that, because he were having an affair on me with another woman while I was 7 months pregnant. What I did was, I changed the locks. I didn't, my dad come down. My dad changed the locks. I sorted all the bills just in my name and I filed for fucking divorce and I fucking got rid of him. Nobody disrespects you like that. They choose to go through that door. Believe me, you've walked through it through your own choice. You ain't fucking coming back, flower. You've left it. Off you fuck. I can do it. Any fucker else can. Anyway, as he always says, he left me, not the baby. So when Olivia was born, he's always been Olivia's life. He's been a fantastic father. I cannot call him for his parenting skills, but he was a really shit husband. Anyway, moving on. Hello, Aunty Nelly. Hello. How do I tell my wife I'm gay and I'm in love with my personal trainer? Oh, heck. My wife is 27 and I'm 29. We've been married for 3 years, but I haven't been interested in sex with her for a while. I use the excuse of being tired and I make sure she's asleep before I get into bed. I'm a gym fanatic and I've got close to my personal trainer, so we went out after a session for drinks. Afterwards, he sent me a text saying he'd always fancied me. We ended up having sex back at his house the following night and we both enjoyed it. I want to leave my wife, but how do I tell her the reason is because I'm gay? Well, you just tell her. You want to leave her, you tell her. Doesn't matter whether the reason is you're gay or you're cheating with somebody of the opposite sex, or you no longer love her, you're no longer in love with her. But this lady, your wife, she's 27. She's still got her whole life in front of her. You're deceiving her and you're deceiving yourself. Number one, you need to come out as a gay man. Whether the relationship with the personal trainer comes to anything or not interested. Okay. You cheated on your wife, so you broke respect. You're not in love with her because you love men. So you tell her, you just say, listen, Flower, I'm no longer in love with you. Things haven't been right for a while and I think it's best that we part. And if she says, but why? Just say, well, if you really want to know, I've had some conflicting feelings and I am definitely a homosexual man. Therefore, it's not you, because you will never be able to compete with somebody of the opposite sex, and leave it at that. She's young enough to then go ahead and start a life again. So yeah, just be honest. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what we tell our partners when we no longer want to be in the relationship. We just tell them the truth, and that truth will hurt, especially if she's in love with you and she's no idea. But isn't it better now than after? Isn't it better now than another 10 years where she's wasted her life on somebody that's not in love with her and doesn't give her the same as what she gives you? Isn't it better now than after 3 kids? Isn't it better now? Yes, go and do it now. Do it. Chances are she might fucking know. Anyway, there's no way I could go to bed and wait for my partner to be asleep. I've got touch of a fairy elephant. I bang doors, I flush toilet, I end up gargling when I'm brushing my teeth, and then I'm in bedroom putting face creams on and cream. Fucking hellfire. I get to bed out 3 hours before him to do all that shit. Right. Dear Aunty Nelly, ever since my children left home, I've become anxious and depressed. When they were at university, I used to see them in the holidays. I have twin boys and now they have both got their qualifications. They've moved away and my life seems completely empty and worthless. Oh dear God. I know it's called empty nest and people say I should do something to take my mind off things. I've even taken a part-time admin job at work, at home. But I still get upset. My husband said we should get a dog, but I can't see that helping as I don't really like animals. You've taken on some part-time admin work, but you're still working at home. You need to get out, sweetheart. You need a part-time job in the community. You need to socialise with people. You need to get a hobby. You need to start doing things for you. When we go through empty nest, and believe me, I've been there, done that, worn the t-shirt, believe me. It was always me and my baby girl since 1995. Always just me and Olivia, grown up together, as I call it, because I were only 21. And it's always been just me and my girl. So when my girl left for university, it was like, what the fuck do I do now? Who am I cooking for? Who am I cleaning for? Who am I rushing home for? You need to start getting a circle of friends, maybe doing some charity work, getting a part-time work in an office rather than at home, because you're driving yourself insane. It's cabin fever. You've no longer got your children to provide for every single day, and that's when we feel a big void. That's the empty nest. That's when we think, what the fuck do we do now? We don't know what to do, and we don't know who we are. We no longer know what we like. We don't know what our favourite music is anymore. Do we even like dancing? We don't even know if we like steak and chips. It's just because we made it on a Thursday. It's what we did. Who are you? And please, please embrace this new opportunity of finding out who you are. Do you like aerobics? Do you like swimming? Do you like walking? Do you like pop concerts? Do you like going pictures? Do you want to do something maybe volunteering? You might not want a dog because you're not keen into animals, but you could certainly go to a shelter and maybe walk one afternoon and see how you feel. It's the time now for you to once again reconnect with you again. It's all about self-care. It's about not having the kids in the bathroom when you're having a shit show saying, Mum, where's my trainers? It's about you enjoying that long bath or that glass of wine on a Tuesday afternoon because you can, because you no longer have to just maybe jump in the car to pick them up if there's been an accident or an emergency, or because we're always at the beck and call. Just start relaxing a little bit and start finding you again, and you're going to be absolutely fine, I promise you. But I certainly would find a job part-time as you have done, but in a workplace rather than at home on your own. Okay, sweetheart. And congratulations to your boys. They've obviously done very well. Well done. Dear Aunty Nelly, I'm divorced. I divorced my wife 3 years ago. She left me for another woman. No, I'm not reading it right. Let's start again. I divorced my wife 3 years ago, leaving her for another woman. Right. I will be marrying her next year. My wife blames my new partner entirely, and she has said that she won't be coming to our son's wedding if she comes. He's getting married at end of February. My son says it will just cause a problem on the day, so it's best that my partner doesn't come. My son gets on fine with my partner, but his loyalties lie to his mum. My son has said he will be very upset if I don't attend, but my partner is saying that we should go as a couple. But can I go without my partner? Oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck's happening with this message? Right, so, you left your wife for another woman, you're happy, you're marrying her, cracking. Your wife's not happy about her because she's stolen you, which was her husband. Your son's getting married, and now she's saying if she comes to a wedding, I'm not coming. And if she's saying, well, if I don't come to a wedding, you're not going. Fuck a duck. Jesus Christ, it's like fucking EastEnders. Your son is getting married. It's his day. It's fuck all to do with you, her and her. You go because it's your child's wedding. Your little boy is getting married. He's going to be a groom. He's in love with his future wife. And one thing you have done is teach him how not to have a relationship. So give yourself a round of applause and a fucking pat on the back. Your wife has to go to this wedding. It's her son's wedding. You have to go to this wedding. It's your son's wedding. Whether your partner comes or not is behind the fucking point. But what I would say is your partner really should be saying, listen, it's your son's wedding. Under the circumstances, I completely understand where your ex-wife's coming from because I was the other woman. So I'm going to sit this one out, go and have a cracking day. Now, you may have mixed feelings about not having your partner at your son's wedding because you want to be there because you're getting married. But think about what you've done. You cheated on your wife. I wouldn't really want my ex-husband's woman who he cheated with coming to my daughter's wedding. I mean, they're no longer together. Karma's a cunt. But, it's about your son. You both attend as parents individually. And the other partner stops at home, reads Chat magazine, goes for a shop, watches Netflix, has a takeaway. You have that responsibility to your child, regardless of the relationship you're in now, was in, or going to be in. And it's as simple as that. End of. Then your wife comes to make your son happy. You go to make your son happy. Because all this is about is your son. It's not about anybody else or anything else. It's about your child. That's it. Yeah? Is that clear enough? Because I ain't speaking fucking Japanese. All right? She said, if she don't come, then I'm not coming. And if she's coming, then I'm not going. Oh, fuck off. Actually, fuck off. Dear Aunty Nelly, my husband won't let me drive our car because he says he's a better driver. This used to be a good joke, but I no longer find it funny. We have a son, and I don't want him growing up thinking Daddy is in charge. I'm now avoiding going places, so we are not in the car together. Do you think he has some sort of anxiety about being driven by a woman? He won't talk to me about it. He just laughs and says he's a better driver when I've been driving longer. I know this sounds daft, but it really is making me unhappy. I think if your husband wants to drive, if your partner wants to drive you about and they prefer to drive rather than you drive when you're going somewhere, let them. You can change channels on radio, you can have windows up and down, you can read a bit of a magazine, you can send a few texts, you can scroll through Facebook, you can watch this Sunday service on #replay. I don't see the fucking problem. I understand what you're saying, that your little boy's going to think men are better at driving and Daddy's in charge. No, I don't think so, sweetheart. I think you're really barking up the fucking wrong tree. I think you're just thinking he thinks I'm a shit driver and this is your way of getting back. If you do start arguing before you get in the car, then I suggest nobody drives because you're not in a fit state to drive when you're mad. Okay? So, I don't really understand the problem. Your partner wants to drive, let him fucking drive. He's the one who's got the headache of finding the parking space. And you just sit there like fucking Lady Muck. When you do take your little boy out on your own driving, he'll know that mummy can drive. He'll know mummy can drive. And he'll know that it's not about being in charge. We show our children equals regardless of gender, okay? So don't really understand your problem. Let your husband drive if he likes it that fucking much. And if he really, really feels that you're a bad driver, why don't you book yourself some driving lessons or pretend to book some driving lessons but have a cheeky week away in Lanzarote or something? Yeah, it's not really a problem. And if that's the only problem you've got, I think it is important for children to know that men and ladies can do things exactly the same, and it doesn't mean that men are better at this and girls can't do that. I think that's important, but I really don't think that's the issue. And if my boyfriend, fiance, said to me, I'm driving, I'd be like, there's the fucking keys. There's the keys every fucking time. You go out for your lunch, have a glass of wine. You go out for your tea, have a bottle of wine. If he wants to fucking drive, you fucking let him. I'd just start calling him Uber. And that, Flower Pots, has been Sunday service. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I am now going to go and do my chat magazine column, which comes out every Thursday in the United Kingdom. And it also comes out in That's Life Australia and That's Life New Zealand. So I'm going to go away now and do my editorial agony aunt. I hope you've enjoyed Sunday service. I will be live on Wednesday night, 9 o'clock, in the room where all the action happens for Night Time with Nelly. If you've liked this video, give me a like, give me a love, and please give me a share. And I'll see you all soon with a new review.